I read this quote that you can be an angel and still people may have issue, but the noise that your wings are creating. And to be honest, this makes so much sense. You can be the nicest, most amazing, most kind person ever, but still people will find some issue in you. They will find some excuse in you to make you feel down. Because someone else's perspective of you can never be your reality. When I see a person who is looking their best self, who's taking care of their own self, because of the fact that I am on my self-growth journey, I will admire them, I will appreciate them. But at the same time, a person who all they will do is judge upon others, comment upon others, and are just laying in their bed, they will think that person is an attention seeker, that person is self-obsessed. So it's all about perspective. The day you will realize, like in majority of the cases, it's not about you, it's about them and their perspective and their thinking. Because these days, because the truth about life is that people impose their perspective, their vision upon you based upon their insecurities, based upon their life experiences. There is an artistic piece, maybe a beautiful picture which is worth $1 million. A person who has the knowledge about it will appreciate it, and the other person who knows nothing about art, who know nothing about modern day art or about this industry, they will literally laugh upon the fact that this painting is so expensive. But it doesn't mean that just because a single person doesn't like the painting has lost its value. No. Every single time you put yourself out there, people are gonna comment upon you. People are gonna judge you. The only person who's ever gonna provide everything that you desire is your own self. Today, I was listening to a podcast and the lady said that it is believed that people who have went through like the worst case scenarios, they have a sympathetic attitude. But at the same time, there are some people who have gone through so much in their life that when they see someone, they be like, oh my God, this is nothing. Why are you cribbing? Why are you causing so much scene? Because it's all about our mindset. It's all about vision. There are two different kinds of people who have went through like the worst case scenarios, and one is having the most sympathetic approach towards others, while the other person, all they would do is think to them and question to them like, why is this person so over dramatic? Why can't they simplify the situation? So there is so many things, there are so many components which makes a person who they really are. And then if right now you have no idea what your best friend or what your partner or what even your sibling has went through, because sometimes we all experience same kind of incidents, but it impacts us differently. And based upon their judgment, you are making conclusions about your life, about your existence. That is not cool. Why are you doing that to yourself? I was able to focus on myself. I was able to become like a better version of myself when I shifted the limelight from someone else's opinion, from the opinion of people, to what I think. For some person, the way I speak, the way I dress up is too much. And while for the other person, they might think that, oh my God, this person is investing so much time and energy to dress the way she wants to wear, right? So it's all about perspective. And if we get so indulged, if we get so much into the topic that, oh my God, what is that person thinking about me? Or what is he thinking about me? You will go crazy. You will go crazy and you will never be able to become the best version of yourself. Because imagine there is a person who is putting all their time, energy, resource, whatever they have, upon their own self. And then there's this person who's depending upon someone else's opinion. Okay, once in a while, it's really nice to ask for opinion about others. Like to make a big decision, you can ask for opinion. But I feel like when you are making a life-changing like decision, you have to trust your own instincts, because in the end, who do you have to blame? Can you literally blame your parents? Can you blame your siblings? Can you blame your partner for how you end up being? No. In the end, you will have no one to blame. All you will have is your own self. At that time, you will question like, why did I do it to my own self? You cannot question a person why they give that opinion about you or gave that decision or impose something upon you. You have literally the most amazing, most powerful thing, and that is free will. God has given this amazing, amazing thing to us, that is free will. That is, we are able to make our own choices. As time is passing by and people are like, oh my god, people are not family oriented, this and that, but the fact is, each and every person is getting multiple opportunities to express their own self. The social media, people nag social media, this and that, but the thing is, it depends upon how you use. People are making millions and zillions and billions of dollars using social media, and at the same time there are people who are just the consumers, who all they would do is look upon someone else's video and comment shit about them. So you decide how you want to, lead your life, what decisions you want to take, what steps you want to take, how you're going to use the resources that you have. Because in the end, you will have no one to blame. People who are born in like slum areas, who didn't see or even had a sense about what luxury is, what success truly means, they have revolutionized their world. They have created something so precious for their own self. I am a business student and I love to read about startups. And when I see like how people, like despite living in the worst case scenarios, they were able to identify a problem and they came up with a solution. And because of the fact that they knew they were at the rock bottom, they have nothing to lose. They were like literally willing to learn all sorts of things, and they made something like beautiful for their own life. They transformed the whole dynamics of their family. Understand that we as humans, we have so much power. We have the power to break the ancestral trauma, to break the ancestral damages that we have been cursed upon. Because what is poverty? Poverty is also a kind of, I guess, trauma. It's a kind of a bondage that we are experiencing from generations. So you can literally break that. You can do whatever you want in life, but you must have a vision. You must keep your own self the priority. You cannot make something big out of your life, people. Okay, so whenever I see a billionaire, especially on TV or some like podcast or anything, the first question they're asked is like, how was your journey? And the first thing they said is like, no one believed in me. Everyone laughed upon me. Take any person who made something like beautiful out of their life. It doesn't matter in terms of family, it doesn't matter in terms of like relationship, friendship, or any person who is actually content in any area of life. They were literally laughed upon. They were literally mocked upon. So if they would have stopped right there when people were questioning with their judgment, when people were busy mocking them, would they have been where they are right now? No. They relentlessly believed in their own self. They understood the power of their thoughts. See, if you have the caliber, if you have the ability to think about it, you certainly have the ability to create it. Because what it is, the thing, well, like anything which exists on this planet, anything that exists on this world was firstly just a thinking. It was just an idea. And later on, with efforts, with investment, with so much investment in terms of energy, time, resources, people were able to transform it into something big. Okay, right now you feel, oh my god, I have no resource, I have no money, this and that. They were people who were literally broke, who had nothing, who came from nowhere, and they made some like big establishments. They made big IT companies. They started huge like startups. They're making in billions. They're having their life sorted. And you think you cannot solve this easy little problem of yours? Why are you so negative? You literally have the free will. You can walk out of your hometown. Or even if you want to stay in your hometown, you have so many, like, do you know what's like the biggest currency in today's time? It is knowledge. When right now you're busy cribbing, you're busy crying, questioning why things are not working out for me, why can't you just grab knowledge? Take any subject, study stock market, or maybe if not stock market, if you are a girl, you can learn how to do makeup. If you're not interested in makeup, you can learn so many skills online. You can learn how to develop a website. You can be a copywriter. You can do so many things. These days, you don't even require big degrees. If you have the skill set, you can make something beautiful for your own self. But what is required is huge amount of efforts, an initiative, a willingness to transform your life, to make something good for your own self. Because you literally have two options, either to go with the flow. And if you just go with the flow, that is, you literally have two options. That is for, you seriously have two options. First is to go with the flow. And if you go with the flow, that means you are accepting anyone's and everyone's opinion. So either you'll end up being in a place which you never imagined, so magical, so beautiful, but that's really rare because people these days literally speak shit. Do you really think when you're talking to someone who literally thinks so much like, what should I say, or does my opinion matter? No, you just say whatever comes in your mind. And the second option is to keep your ground strong. Understand that I have the power to change my life. I have the power to make something beautiful for my own self. I seriously hope this video was useful. So for more such videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much.